Jaska. Jaska. Isä. Ai. Perkele.
Good evening to everyone. This is Rolling Swarm, bringing you more tank-on-tank action. And oh boy, is this going to be a fantastic evening. Surely it is. This is going to be really good fun. We're having a break from the Twister Onlines, the top 8 of the Twister tournament. Now we are getting stuck into the top Echelon Championship. For those of you not in the know, we've got the wildcard tournament. So this is all really, well, I mean, there's some good prizes in game anyway. But this is all really about the wildcard slot. Bruce Wayne Hughes Jr., is this for the Twister coins? Yes it is, but you have to log in through the Wargaming portal. I do believe we're going to be able to give out coins for these streams as well. Use your Wargaming ID, log in through the website, that's linked in the description below. And if you are sat at home with your food and beverage of choice in hand, do be sure to give the video a like. Let the people at Wargaming know I'm doing a good job. Or hold the like until, you know, until you've decided actually I am indeed doing a good job. By my clock, it is 7:52 p.m. Central European Summertime. That means we have about 3 minutes before the invites come in. What I am going to do, get the game audio rocking and rolling there in the background. And I'm going to bring us up onto the screen. And success. Now, for those of you who don't know, let's not make it a secret. Although I am a commentator, deep down in my heart, I am rooting for the boys that this stream is following. For the duration of the top echelon tournament, I will be following W1N, who is next. All Finnish clan, very active in the community tournament scene, very active in all tournament scenes really. A very successful team. Haven't managed to put any big prizes into the bank yet, but that might be all about to change. And here I am, I've got the E100 with the winter camouflage in support for our boys from Who Is Next. Just waiting for that invite to drop. But let's talk you through actually the top echelon championship. So what is it? Well, if you've been paying attention to the tournaments in-game, you've probably been seeing the Ascent tournaments. Now those are, I believe it was a series of 8, and it was all about quantity and quality of gameplay. Teams accrued trophies depending on how they performed in each one of those 8 rounds. The top 8 placed teams went through, or were to go through to the top echelon, and we had actually quite a lot of tied positions, and it's now 15 teams through, and I can't even concentrate. Great EDM music, but we can't concentrate with that on in the background. So 15 teams through, actually. Now, to the top echelon championship, there's a little bit in the description about the stages. We'll take your friend requests, absolutely. And let's just check the stream health. Stream health is good. So, 15 teams are through. They're playing this evening, Saturday, tomorrow evening, and then the final matches will be on Sunday. Now, to begin with, it's split into 2 groups, one of 7, one of 8. Those teams are going to play a round-robin format. Rooms up. Let's get over and across. So they're going to face each other team in the group once. And it's not like the Twister online finals. It's not best of 5. It's much, much more brutal than that. It's a best of 3. First team to 2 victories, taking the win. And one, I believe it's 1 point for victory, no points for loss. 5 minutes to go. So the top 2 teams, based on the round robin, their scores in the round robin, ready up just so we make sure that we are indeed ready. The top 2 teams will go through to a double elimination best of 3. A group of 4, so similar setup to what we're seeing at the moment in the top 4 for Twister, but rather than being best of 7, it's going to be a best of 3, and that will all play out over the course of one evening, Sunday evening this weekend. So, although we've got a bit of time to wait before we get the last Twister games, fortunately, the top echelon tournament is going to keep us very entertained. So, top 2 teams from the group will go through. Actually, let's see. We've got 4 minutes almost. Let's have a look at the current tournaments. Online finals, the top echelon champions, and there's actually the middle echelon, which is for, I believe it's tiers 7 and 8, and tiers 5 and 6 in the lower echelon. But the top echelon are the only way to get the wildcard slot. And basically, I've explained this a million times. I still explain it for myself. It's really confusing. Talk about a convoluted way of qualifying. But basically, the teams, whoever wins this tournament, whoever wins the top echelon championship, comes out on top of all 15 teams, will go and face the equivalent team from the Russian server. So the team on the Russian server that wins their top echelon championship. Same entry requirements, same kind of format. The winner of that match will go on to play the winner of a game between the second place team from the Twister Online Finals EU versus the second place Online Finals team from Russia. So basically what we'll have is one top echelon side versus one second place Twister team side. They'll fight, and then the winner of that will have the wild card slot. I mean, it took me a little bit of reading to kind of figure out exactly how that path would pan out. Certainly, if you can think of an easier way to describe that, let me know. Looking at the chart, though, 2 groups. Let's move your camera off to the side. Group 1, not the group we're following with Win, Baton, H1Z1, Hapki, RZ, Kraken, Live, Pat, and Tesher. Very tough group. Both groups tough, quite well balanced. Although I would say at a push that Group 2 with Elements, Win, and Immel would be a slightly more competitive group in terms of top-level competition. But certainly all of the teams worked very hard to be here, and they are going to all pose a threat to one another. So let's go back in to the tournament room. 1 minute to go. We're playing on desert sands. Here's a mini map I prepared earlier. This map, you've got the A cap out in the medium flank. Now we've seen a lot, certainly from the Legion versus Raid games, a key part of the meta at the moment. It seems to be rushing A. The heavy dominance in the BC area has been left by the wayside, teams favoring very aggressive strategies actually on this map. And looking at the lineups here, maybe actually at this in this particular tournament, we might see a transition back towards a heavy meta. Who is next? Looking like they're going to go for the city. They've got Killer from North in the Batch at 25T and Rambo from North in the 268 that could play the outside. But there's a big mismatch here coming. We've got 2 of the guys from LXN, a German clan, rocking the M48 pattern. Those patterns are going to be absolutely dominant out there on the A flank. Great turrets, great turret armor, good gun depression, great mobility, good brawling ability. Certainly the Batchat would get outplayed if he comes a cropper into those 2 tanks without the necessary support. So getting now stuck into some excellent action. The hunt is on for that 6th slot at the Minsk Twister Cup offline finals. Certainly one of the teams from EU we could be seeing 2 teams from EU going through, but now we are on Killer from North, the Batchat 25T, and there's the smoking wreck of my E100 spectator tank there. Hey Diamond Dude, good to be streaming you guys. I believe Rib R1B, clan lead, spiritual leader of the Raid clan, is following LXN So if you're looking for some German commentary or a different perspective, do check out his stream. And yeah, we're seeing here everyone going for A. Killer from North spotting very aggressively. Look at this. And actually, it's Win going for the city cap. Killer from North doing some great work, spotting up there, now pulling into the city. Win with the cap lead. They're going to get the 2 caps, and this is going to enable them to establish a defensive position. Certainly the glorious dude here in the 113 is going to try and push in. Win with the initiative, with the advantage. They are going to force LXN to come in and fight on their terms, and LXN do have the capacity to do that. Double IS4s, triple WZ113s, and 2 patents, one of them with a pitbull camouflage. Nice touch. I prefer the beast one, but that's just me. And now it's Win going to be able to get. It's notoriously difficult actually to defend the city. There are 5 options really. You've got the 2 spawn rails here. You've got the 2 of these little ramps, which are little suicide areas if we're being honest. And then you've got the middle area where teams can barrel in heavies. And it looks like LXN are going for a double-pronged push. We're seeing 2, well, IS4, the Pitbull pattern and Glorious dude there in the 113 stacking up by the blue spawn, South spawn, LXN blue. Win, ooh, getting a bit of splash damage with HE into the Glorious dude. And the rest of LXN's forces stacked up here on the other side of the map. Win quite well grouped. Rambo from North in the 268. Lazari spotted, but Rambo from North ready to lay down an absolute storm of fire when these guys push too aggressively. That's the first shot. Here comes the push. Rambo from North in a bit of trouble. The money dude getting hit, the diamond dude leading the charge, but he took a big hit there from the 268. Winner flexing, and now it's the glorious dude in the 113 coming in on the back. Win trading very effectively. Focus fire here. Jimper in the IS-7 in a bit of trouble. He's going to have to pull back. Rambo from North probably going to go down first. Who's he? He's got a shot in the chamber. Oh, it looks like he had some ping issues there, shooting the building instead of a tank. The Bookchat dude taking down Rambo from North. It's a gun advantage in the favor of LXN. But Win have a very solid hit point advantage and a good cap lead. They only really need 1 kill and they're going to lock it in. They just need to stay alive, really. Jimper in a lot of trouble. LXN need to focus on taking someone down, but BTHF and the IS-4 taking down the Diamond dude in the WZ113, and then Lazari taking the Money dude. Titan dude going down, double patterns going down. Please stop killing them so the game can be over. Oh, wow. Great play by Win there. Putting the cap pressure on LXN, forcing them in, out-trading them. Rambo from North going down. Looked like he had some ping issues there. Wasn't able to get a shot off effectively when he was being rushed. But certainly it was enough. Enough to seal the deal for Win. Best of 3, Win only needing one more. The best of 3 is brutal. I can't get over how brutal it is, if we're being honest. You know, you might only really get the chance to play 1 map. And if that is not a good map for your team, then you may not get a chance. You may not get a chance at another map against your opponent. Best of 3, really leaving no room for error at all from either team. Looking at the lineups once more, though. Who is next? Going a little bit more mobile now this time. We're seeing double Batchat 25Ts here. Killer from North, Rambo from North. Win in the BPL at least. Really a big fan of these glass cannon strategies, rocking lots of mobile clipper tanks such as the 50B, the Batchat, using it effectively against some top level teams. LXN, I've not really seen these guys play before in a clan war setting. I know in randoms and ranking battles they are very competent, but as a unit, how do they stack up against Win? Win having a lot of practice together, sharing a language, as I'm sure LXN do, all German clan. Potentially here, I'm seeing a bit of a problem with LXN's strategy. Double mouse is going for the city, double patterns going outside, split forces. They may be trying to cover too many bases, and this could really, it could result in them not having the edge on either flank, and then WIN being able to exploit that disadvantage that LXN are potentially putting themselves in. But it really depends on what are LXN doing. Maybe they're going to play the middle. We saw the bat chat from 25T from WIN going through under the bridge to the city cap in towards B from the other spawn. WIN red team south spawn this time round. LXN blue team north spawn, and it is Rambo from north, Killer from north, the Finnish clan. Apparently it's very cold and dark there 99% of the time. Here they go, getting the spots in. Rambo from north evading the patterns. Killer from north unspotted. Killer from north now stacking up, getting the early cap in, and there we go. It's the Glorious dude, the Gucci dude, the IS4s, triple IS4s here, pushing in. Titan dude's going to try and come around maybe to reset A. No, he doesn't manage it. Oh dear, let's get the free cam a bit faster. Yes, this is what we said might happen. The heavy tanks of LXN now pushing up under the bridge. This is an ID strat from Twister 2017. It caught people unawares back then, but now people are a little bit wise to it. And BTHF, Oliver, Rambo from north, Killer from north, focusing the isolated patterns. The 5 heavy tanks there, trapped in a pocket. The money dude goes down, and the Titan dude now in a lot of trouble. The heavy tanks have to push out. Lazari and the 268 farming damage there from the back. Big hit coming, big hit coming. Will he drop it? Oh, wow, big hit indeed. BTHF closing down on the Titan dude, getting that strong armor there angled up. Nothing the Titan dude can really do to engage the IS-4 effectively in a brawl. And the Gucci dude coming in, the Diamond dude as well. BTHF now potentially isolated, but Merlin 55's gone down. Merlin being one of the guys who helped me out earlier on stream, pointing out how better to control the free cam. Oh, him a big tip there. Killer from north looking very low. He's going to have to try and stay mobile. The hit points in the favor of LXN. The guns in the favor of who is next. Killer from north down to 53 hit points. LXN really need to finish him off. That clipping damage could be absolutely crucial. Oliver in the rapid DPM. Oh, TST Jaska goes down to the Diamond dude. The 113 is great DPM. Cannot play the mouse. The Titan dude's running away. Oliver not getting the shot in there. Oh, bounces the back. Jimper now in trouble. Potentially going to get rammed. The Titan dude going down to Rambo from north. Bookchat dude going down to Lazari. The 268 pushing in. Great moves, great support here. 268 Lazari going around. They're ignoring the high hit point. Mouse is not a source of damage and danger really. They're going to focus down the IS-4 first. Great target priority by WIN. Oliver, Killer from north, Rambo from north, and Lazari pushing now on the Diamond dude. The Diamond dude in the unexpected luminous pink camouflage, having to work very hard, but there's too many WIN guns on the field. Great play by LXN to try and push up through the middle, but brilliant response by WIN to focus, and Killer from north making a slight miscalculation there on the gross tonnage of the respective vehicles. Brilliant move by WIN to identify the mediums for LXN were out of position. The money dude and the Titan dude isolated, and that gave them an early gun advantage. And having the 268 on the backfield, able to farm the heavy tanks as they came up through the middle area between the B and the medium cap, really worked for WIN. A WIN picking up the first point. Hey! Well done, boys. Great job there. Nothing too troublesome from LXN on that map for the guys from who is next. Let's see if we can open some crates. Could always do with some more boosters in my life. Yep, boosters. More boosters. More boosters. Oh, credits. Oh, surprise. So, let's see what's happening here. Let's actually check out the chat. Yes, if you are trying to get the Twister coins from watching this stream, you need to, if you're already on the Wargaming portal, do stay there. You'll know it if you're there. If you are watching this directly on my YouTube page, you're in the wrong place. Go to the description below the video, click on the link, log in with your Wargaming ID, and the Wargaming can credit your account with Twisted Coins once the stream has ended, and then you can unlock those crates, get some prizes, and everything. We'll be very happy indeed. So let's have a look at the top echelon so far. When is the next match? Who is next? We're loading. Who is next? Beating Alexan Luxnovum DE there, 2-0. Clean sheet so far. The next game starting in about 15 minutes. And they are going to be playing Alert. Alert, probably their stiffest competition for this evening. Some big names there. Ultra Instinct, Leon Vic, LVLG as well. One to watch out for, 50 Shades of Noob. Very, very strong team indeed. There on the table. Opposing Win could be a bit of a tricky match for them coming up next. And then they're going to be playing the Abuse, who I've never actually heard of before, but which is good. I like seeing new teams, new people, new players getting up into the higher levels of competition. It means that the current players and meta and people there need to stay on their toes if they want to stay on top. Abuse, where we were not recognizing any names there, but certainly a very solid stat sheet. All of those guys in the blue. That's what you want. That's what you want on a team. Interesting to see how they stack up against Win. I am imagining Win have more experience in the Clan Wars scene. We've got some time. What we can do, we've got plenty of time actually. I do believe. Well, we've got a replay. We have to, of course, find the replay. Let's see. And I am going to replay, hopefully, a game from BTHF, from Who Is Next. We've also got one from Killer from North. I can't see that. I'm sure BTHF sent me one. I will look for that later. For now, though, I found a replay from Killer from North from the Finnish team. He is playing something. Alright. Let's do this. Let's do this. And it is Killer from North. Who is next on the replay here? And he's on this new map, Faust. And where is the boy in blue going? What is his opponents looking like? The UA clan, one to watch out for on the red team. No other names ringing any bells for me. Killer from North. I know nothing about this game. I don't know how much damage he does. I don't know if it's good or if it's bad. I imagine because he sent me the replay, it's good. I will try and find BTHS with replay next. I owe him. He's been doing a lot of the live chat moderation for me on the Twister Online finals. So it's the least I can do to show some of his fine exemplary gameplay. I think he sent me one. Oh, the Reds getting a cap lead. Oh, good leading the shot there. IS-8 taking a little bit of damage. And the 1-2-1. Tier 10 medium China. I think it's been buffed, but it's still a horrible tank compared to other mediums. And I'm not enjoying that song at all. Now I'm gonna shut up and let you guys watch Killer from North get stuck into the enemy. Just an absolutely stunning game coming in here. Killer from North. 2 on 5. He's up to 5k damage. He's blocked 1.2. He's only lost about 700 hit points worth of damage. He's making the 1-2-1 sing this E4, probably regretting his life choices and target priorities. Great move by Killer from North. Now gonna get stuck into the T-54. Gonna back up the 4202. T-54 not shooting the right tank. This is just the E50 saying GG. He thinks it's all over. I don't think it's all over. I think it's far from being all over. There's a low hit point 140 driving into a wall. Good night, Mr. 140 for sure. Ooh, gun depression letting him down. It's a Kolobonov on the way for Killer from North here. He's up to 6.6k damage. He's up against a high hit point. E50 of doubt. Key bounce, repairing the tracks, using the mobility, target priority, going for the STB. He's probably going to take a bit of damage here. Not the worst though. Oh, maybe he's not going to do it. Key bounce, getting away from the IS-8. Look at that. Look at how, like, rotating, getting the kill. Oh no, so close. So close. I thought he was going to do it. It doesn't matter that he didn't do it. What a fantastic game there. All of the medals, all of them, every single one. One-man army, Killer from North. Great play there. We've got time. We've got time. We found BTHF's replay in the E100. And for those of you who don't know, E100 was my first tank. It holds, well, my first tank, my first tier 10 tank. Whew. And it holds a very special spot in my heart. So what is BTHF gonna do? Who's he up against? Oh, it's a training match. Oh, wow. It's a special match. 7 E100s. Oh, I thought it was a random battle. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay, well, if you ever wonder what happens when 7 E100s get dropped on the field in Clan Wars, you might be about to find out. Is this good or is this bad? I don't know. How happy I would be to see a 7 E100 strat in this tournament. I don't think it's gonna happen, but you never know. You never know. Well, that was something different. 7 E100s. getting the job done. And getting it done quite forcefully and with dominance. Lovely to see that. Thank you very much for that replay. And now we're just waiting for the invites to come through. I wonder many things, but what I wonder most right now is what's happening in the rest of the group. What's happened to the scores? Invites should be coming through any second now, but we've got time. In the other group, it is Baton, H1, Z1, RZ, and Live. This is a bit of an upset. I would personally have said that Tesher, Pat, I would personally have thought that Hapke were the favourites for this one. Hapke losing out there to H1Z1. GG. Those guys really stepping up to the plate and delivering. Hapke, Kraken Essence, I think that's a French esports team. Pat, Polish, Tesher, Spanish. These guys are long-standing names. Big Clan Wars teams, firm favourites. RZ, H1Z1, Baton, to the best of my knowledge, are relatively new to the scene compared to these guys. So I wouldn't have called those results. I should retire from esports predictions on Blitz. I've lost it. Whatever knack there was to have, I didn't have. And this group 1 is the group of 8. So they've played all of their games. Actually, the group of 7 here. So actually, 3 teams haven't played. Elements beat Pax. Hasn't updated. One team hasn't played. Sorry, one team hasn't played. So Elements win an alert with scores on the doors. That makes sense. That's their favourites, and it must be Imor who will be starting later, starting now in this round. Oh, come on. Let's get to the invite screen. Suffering at the hands of lag here. Tournament room's up. We're ready. We're in. Best of 3. Mayan Ruins. Do we have Mayan Ruins? Of course we do. There it is. Voila. Mayan Ruins. The map we've just seen the E100s play on. Alert. I don't know if you're watching the stream. But Win just did a 7 E100 strat against a clan in training on this very map. Maybe something to watch out for. First team to 2 taking the victory. It's going to be who is next. Win. Red team, South Spawn to begin with. Alert. Green team. They're going to play up on the North Spawn. Nothing being revealed by Win yet. They're not into the room. Let's see. Let's click on LVLG. 51,000. You can't really see the maps in the way. 51,000. 51,000 battles on a 72% win rate. 274 out of 274 tanks mastered. Insane. High damage numbers. Lots of time spent at tier 10. Monster player here. Always good to be aware of who the MVPs are on the team. Watch them on the field. Try and shut them down as quickly as possible. Let's go back to the Mayan Ruins map. C-cap, top left corner. It's the medium point of contention. The B area, very easy to get sucked into and then trapped, isolated, and burned down. The A-cap, long lanes of fire. TD exchanges happening there quite frequently, but a good place to dig in for late game cap pressure if you've got the tanks and the hit points to do so. Typically what you'll see, one team securing C, one team securing A. The team that secures A typically tries to get the B first, and then it becomes the initiative in their favor. and it forces the team which has got the C cap in to come and try and reset B and take down enemy guns. Lineup wise, Win with the mobility, 3 Chinese heavies, the 113s, double IS-4, double 50B, pretty solid lineup. Nothing too untoward there. Alert, very heavy, double mouse. No prizes for guessing where they're going with that setup. No prizes at all. It's either B or A. Those mouse tanks will not be able to play out on the C flank effectively, although, as always, I do stand to be corrected. And we're starting off here, North Spawn, Red Team, Alert. They're playing Win. Who is next? The All Finnish Clan. Blue Team, South Spawn, Sapipiu in the 50B, Leonvik in the mouse, Ultra Instinct, 113, Brown Crab mouse, Austrab, IS-4, Alert here, ooh, LVLG, 268, one to watch, and no, I'm not going to say that. The IS-7 Battle Hardened there, speed boost pushing out, 50Bs working quite aggressively here for Alert. Win pushing in the 113 into the B area. No teams going for C. Rambo from North. How much cover does he realistically have here? Good defilade here. He can proxy spot people, but he's really not in an effective firing position, unfortunately. Win a little bit further forwards than their Alert counterparts. Lazarai and Oliver here could flank round, but they don't know that there's no one off to their left, so they're going to play a little bit more cautiously, and certainly Oliver might be required there to keep Alert alive. But it's the IS-4s have got good crossfire here. Ultra Instinct potentially in a bit of trouble. The 50Bs joining in the fun there. Sapipiu getting a shot off into Varma. Varma 23. Good trading here by Alert. They're coming out on top. They've almost got... no, they do have about basically a 1,500 hit point lead. The heavy lineup, the double mouse tanks there. One of them with a HP boost as well, and giving them a pretty strong early advantage. Big hit. Oh no, Killer from North getting absolutely hammered there. And now we're seeing a push. The mouse tanks. Leonvik, Brown Crab's going in for the cap. Leonvik's going to push round. Can Win flex? If Win flex, and maybe we're going to see Alert push through the middle here as well. Leonvik doing nasty things to Varma, and Sapipiu finishing him off. LVLG in the 268 pushing up. TST Jaska now caught out of position. Win flexing onto Austrab. Austrab IS-7s and the 113, but they're going to lose their guns in the middle, and it's an early gun advantage for Win. For Alert, sorry, Alert also double HP ahead. 2 guns up. With the cap control, with the cap points, Alert dominant. And we've just lost TST Jaska as well. Not looking good for Win on the first map. Alert with the more effective trading. Great push by the mouses through A, and another push also happening around the B area, splitting the Win forces up. And the stronger Win forces not having enough targets to sink their teeth in, only taking down Austrab in the IS-4. And now Killer from North's caught out of position. He's going to have to angle up to the 2 IS-7s as well, but he's in a 50B, so he's probably going down to Leonvik now. Yes, there we go, but Leonvik's also slightly out of position, but look at this. It's 7,000 to 3,000 hit points. Double caps to Alert. No one really from... Win is in a position to push here, and Brown Crab, full hit point mouse, is coming in to ruin Oliver's day. He's rolling forward in the Inferno camouflage. He's going to try and get a ram, and Lazarai going down to LVLG in the 268. Oliver potentially going to take down Ultra Instinct. But no, Brown Crab finishing him off, and now last man on the field is Jimper. Takes down Sapipiu, but LVLG, big roll there. The high caliber gun. 600 average alpha, smashing the 50B apart, and comprehensively outplayed there. Alert looking dominant. 5.5k damage more inflicted in the favor of Alert. Really strong performance indeed there. 1-0 alert. Just need. It's crazy. The best of 3 is crazy. I'm sorry. It's tense. It's fun, and it's good that it's a round robin. If this was an elimination, even a double elimination at this stage, that might just be a little bit too brutal for my liking. But alert. 1 more point to seal the victory. Win. Need to win both games on the trot. Spawns rotating. Alert to start from the south. It looks like they're taking a very similar lineup. And why wouldn't you? After the mouse tanks there, really super effective pushing through the A cap. Win really trying to force this French meta with the 50Bs and the Batchat. They want to make it work at all costs, it seems, and I commend them for that. But it's tricky. It is a kind of an all or nothing strategy. Either you trade effectively and get the edge, or you get the positions, or you end up in a situation where you're in in a lot of trouble, and it's difficult to come out of it. So 18 seconds to go. Yes, Leonvik and Brown Crab are back in the IS, in the mouse tanks. Sorry. I might be stumbling over my words more than usual. The reason for this is I've been up since 7 o'clock in the morning yesterday. I streamed Legion's Twister matches for the EU server last night. And then I streamed Malice and Pramo Twister matches for North America this morning, 3 o'clock Central European Summertime. And then I've had an 11-hour shift at my actual job. And now I am streaming my 3rd session without any sleep. And we're pushing the envelope here. We're treading on new ground. We're testing the limits of human endurance. But the warm fires of tank-on-tank action, keeping my soul very happy indeed. Killer from North in the Batchat. Nope. Killer from North in the Batchat. He's pushing up. Man of mobility for Win. Who is next? The Batchat. Only light tank at tier 10. Great light camouflage. Good view range. Clipping damage. Speed. He's spotted though. Great light tank camouflage. But who got eyes on him? And he's already taken a hit there. The 50B getting one in. Not great enough camouflage it seems. Alert. The mouse is on A again. Good positioning from there. But it looks like Alert are playing a little bit more towards the C cap. And this is, we're potentially seeing what we spoke about before the last game started. One team with the mobility will cap C. The other team with the heavy lineup, the mouses, they'll go into A. There'll be an initial cap point advantage in the favor of Win. But the mouse tanks will take A. That will stop the cap difference from increasing, and it'll just keep it kind of level ticking over. And then it's going to be on Alert to try and figure out how to get B. And it's going to be on Win to figure out how to dig Alert out. And there we go. The 113s have been spotted on the crossing. Rambo from North and Jimper lit up by Alstrub in the IS-4 there. So Alert are wise to the potential push coming from Win. And I think if Win push up here anytime in the next minute, it is just going to be an absolute slaughterfest for Alert. Leonvik pushing up. Oliver in trouble. 2 pushes now happening. We're going to see Brown Crab, Sapipu, and Leonvik pushing into the isolated Oliver. And then we're going to see another push. LVLG in the 268 getting focused down. TST Jaska. LVLG goes down. Great move. The push coming from Win on this flank. Now they need to make sure that they don't lose momentum. Also, Oliver is going to get focused by the other tanks. Win need to burn these guys down quickly and support their boys on the other side. They need to focus. The IS-4, Alstrub is the call. He's going down. Rambo from North's going to land this one. Yes. There we go. Alstrub also 2-gun advantage to Win. Win looking good here. They've got a good gun advantage. 3-gun advantage. Ultra Instinct. Oliver doing a great job of staying alive there. And that is what Win needed. They needed to trade effectively on one flank and die slowly on the other. And they did just that. TST Jaska finishing off Ultra Instinct. Leonvik in the mouse. Brown Crab in the other mouse. Sapipu in the 50B getting chased down. Burnt down by the 50Bs of Win. Leonvik's going to finish off Rambo from North. It's 2 mouse tanks versus 5. Jimper down to 29 HP. Are you kidding me? Brown Crab's going to finish him off with a HE roll. No, he hits the wall. Oh, but Leonvik finishing what Brown Crab started. Brown Crab now very low. Killer from North's going to finish him. 1. Oh, he hit the gun of Varma, and Varma getting the kill. Oh. What? You couldn't write that. And now certainly it is all over. The mouse, those big expanses of flat side armor, effective if angled, but you can't angle to 4 opponents at the same time. Win closing. Now it's 1-1, and we're going to move on to the next map. Superb performance there by Win. Change of fortunes indeed. And there we go. They are making that glass cannon meta work. The 50Bs, the bat chat, big damage numbers. And the 113s, IS4s dying slowly. And sometimes that is all that needs to happen. The mouse tanks performing quite well as well. LVLG in the 268. Huge game last time. Caught out of position by the push from Win. Up through alert spawn. 1 minute and a half on the clock. Let's see. Ooh, Dynasty's Pearl. Here's one I prepared earlier. This is Dynasty's Pearl. This is the mini map. I love this map on randoms. I am prone to some YOLO tendencies around C if I'm in a fast enough tank. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Certainly these guys are not going to be taking stupid risks like I do. Looks like we're seeing very similar lineups though. Both teams taking the bat chat. You need a bat chat in the current meta for the mobility, for the flex. It's just got so much utility. And in the right hands, it is a bit of a jack of all trades. Surprisingly, good at brawling, good at scouting, very good at running away. And also good at finishing lots of low hit point tanks in quick succession. Both rocking double mouse tanks. We're ready, that's good. And 3 IS4s, no 113 for alert. Ooh, this is the mismatch, not the mismatch. This is the difference. Double IS4 and double T57 for Win. More clipping strats for Win. They do it like no other clan does when it comes to clipping damage and using them. Where are the 57s going to go, though? That's the question on this map. C, the medium flank quite exposed. B in the middle, certainly no place for a T57. And A, maybe A. They could be getting a good flank there on the A area. Oh, not enough fan banners for these boys, but well done, Sapipiu and Ultra Instinct rocking the big game Legion fan banner. Excellent choice. Men of taste and class. And now, LVLG, Batchat 25T. The guy whose name I'm not going to try and pronounce. Bekex? Hakipio? That dude, IS4. Sapipiu, Mouse. I apologize for butchering the pronunciations. I do my best. Ultra Instinct, Leonvik. Balsra, Brown Crab. Wonder what Alert are thinking of this lineup, because certainly now they've just seen that Win have got 2 T57s and they're going to be wondering the same thing that we are. How are Win going to use those tanks? And look at this, LVLG maybe playing a little bit of the YOLO. Both of them having the same great idea. Ooh, both of them missing each other. Oh, Rambo from North picking up the second shot. He's flexing up towards B. Sapipiu in the mouse. And it is Win going into the city. Those T57s are going to work the A area. Ultra Instinct potentially going to pick up the C cap. No, there are tanks in B. In A, sorry. B, no man's land. Difficult to cap without working great crossfields of fire. Alert, red teams in the medium flank area. Win, blue team in the heavy, this city area. Win, I'm not liking the look of their positions actually. The mouse tanks here, not really. Good lord, that camouflage all over. What are you doing? What are you doing? They're not really, I mean, well, they are flexing. Okay, now it's looking better. They were looking kind of, the depth of the tanks, the lineup weren't looking good. What we're seeing here now, though, Win are using the mouse tanks to anchor this corner. They're going to rotate the Clippers and the mobile tanks, the IS-4s and the T-57s round. And Win, Alert, sorry, know this, and they are going to push up and put pressure on the back of the mouse tanks. Win, their ball of tanks, and now Alert need to react to this because the push is coming. Here comes the push. Oliver leading the charge. The mouse tanks are going to push in. Tracked, not a good start, and they're going to take down. They're looking for some kills. And the slow mouse tanks of Alert are caught out of position. It's going to take them a while to come around the corner. There's a gun. There's a big advantage in the favor of Win here. Keep pushing, Oliver. You've got people behind you. Keep pushing. LVLG in trouble, in a lot of trouble in the back chat indeed. The T-57 going to finish him off. No! Oliver goes down. Fire. And that is not a good start there. But we've just lost the guy whose name I can't pronounce in the IS-4. Win doing very poorly on the trade here. The mouse tanks finally came round. Rambo from North taking down Alstrab. 2 caps in the favor of Win, but they're so far behind, or they were far behind in hit points. Now they're picking up. Well, Sapipio takes down TST Jessica. Killer from North taking down Ultra Instinct. It is 5 guns on for 3. I thought Win were on the ropes, but the target priority, the focus fire, the gun advantage, the DPM swinging in their favor. But Rambo from North taken down by Leonvik. Lazari now going toe-to-toe with Leonvik. Sapipio backing him up. Sapipio should really be shielding his teammate here. There's a full health mouse. Lazari getting one more in, but no. Killer from North and Rambo from North now pushing into Sapipio. It's 2 mouse tanks left versus a mouse and double T-57s. This is still anyone's game. Win with the... Jimpa's going to go down. This is so close. It really... I mean, the cap points in the favor of Win. Who are they going to focus? They're going for the nearest one. They're going for Sapipio. Double T-57s. The Clippers here. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Win potentially walking away with this one. They called it. Killer from North sacrificing himself to stop B. Both of them on the long reload. Brown Crab knows he is about to be in a world of trouble. 2 T-57s on the reload. 3 shots in the chamber apiece. Good night, Brown Crab. It is all over for you. Great play by Alert there, trying to respond to the push from Win. But I have no idea how Win managed that. I really don't. They were on the ropes in terms of hit points there, down by almost 3k at one point. And they brought it back. And the burst damage from the Clippers swinging the pendulum back in their favor. Win coming back 1-0 down to win the series 2-1. Whew. That's awesome. So, the next game, if memory serves correctly, is actually quite a way away. And let's see, top echelon here. All kinds of weird things happening in the other group. Who is next? Beating Alert 2-1 in Group 2. This is what matters to us. Lux Novum beating Elm 2-0. Ooh, that's a bit of an upset. Elements seeded quite highly in the Clan Wars community in general. They were even considered to be contenders for the top 8. But didn't quite make the cut in the preliminaries. And so this is a bit of a dent to their campaign. Losing one to Lux Novum. Certainly Lux Novum are going to be very happy picking up the win there. And who is Win and Imo, other top seeds for this group, also will be feeling quite good to see this arguably the strongest of their competition struggling to get a point on the board. Well, not struggling, not getting that point on the board. It's a group of 7. There are 6 points maximum potential for each team to rack up. Imo, first game, dispatching Pax. Their Pax... Sorry. Pax. Their scores coming through. They've lost to Elm. They've lost to Imo. Not the best start for them. Alert. Did beat Abuse. Have lost to 1. They're 1-1. Okay, let's play a game rather than watch a replay. We've got quite a while actually before the next game. I think the next game starts at 9:30 p.m. CEST. So we've got about 35 minutes before the invites come out. Let me just double check that. That's a long time. I think it's because it's now WIN's turn. They're skipping a game. So the other teams are going to be playing another best of 3 series in our group. And this is WIN's turn. So if we see, for example, LXN, this chart's just taking so long to load. Yeah, they're playing another one in about 8 minutes or so. However, WIN, who is next, playing the abused team. Oh, okay, 9:20. So only 25 minutes to wait. It's okay. We're much happier with that. That's better. Not much better, but it's better. Looks like the scores are through as well. WIN, top of Group 2 after the first 2 rounds. Although Imor 1 game behind, it'll be WIN's turn to go 1 game behind in this 3rd slot. Someone else also hasn't played. Maybe it was Abuse. Yeah, they've only played 1. They lost to Alert. They missed out. They didn't play a game on the slot that we've just had, but they are going to face Imor now. Group 1. Just I couldn't have called that. Couldn't have called it any different if I tried. Hapki, the guys I would have said were number 1 seeds overall, losing 2-1 to GG, the H1Z1 clan, and 2-1 to Kraken sports team. There, Krakes. Pat. Oh. Oh no. We're not following WIN anymore. I need to turn the logo off. Okay. Wargaming on the ball. You guys are not gonna watch me struggle with the replay. We are gonna see some action. That's great. And this is an important game actually. So certainly this is one to watch. Elements versus Alert. This is a crucial matchup for Group 2. Let's turn off the WIN logo. You know what? I'm gonna try something here. There you go. Et voila. There's one I made earlier. We'll put the Elements logo on just for these games. Okay, so a little bit of technological wizardry there, but I thought, you know what, I've got a logo, we might as well stick one in. I don't think I've got a logo for Alert. If I did, I would use it, but I don't, so I can't. So I can't really join the room at the moment. I'm a little bit busy. We are now seeing Elements versus Alert. And they are going to play the first game on Fort Despair. Let's see. Oh no. We've lost the Elements logo. It's okay. Fort Despair, a real old school map. We've seen it played almost perfectly on the Twister Onlines. The opportunities for TDs in the backfield at either spawn to have angles of fire pretty much from, if you look at where the number 1s are, to A, through the city into the B area, and through even into C. Lots of really complex and intricate options for TD. Certainly we expect to see at least 1 or 2 TD per team. Could be a huge oversight if we don't, but these guys are just as professional as any of the teams that you've seen so far in the Twister Online finals. Elements and even Alert could have made it into the top 8, but by the vagaries of chance, didn't quite manage to do so. A and B here, difficult to capture on randoms, even harder to get in Clan Wars, and certainly at this level, next to impossible to secure A in the early phases. B can be done, but it's tricky. C, usually the first base to get capped, depending on who goes there strongest. Then it's really a question of like being able to retain that. We've seen Legion play some really good bait strats on the C cap, drawing their opponents into C, knocking a few guns out, retaining the base, and that's worked very, very well for them. Less than a minute to go. We're seeing Elements with the 268, the Foch 155. Those are the TDs we're talking about. IS4s, IS7, Mouse 113. Good, diverse, heavy lineup there, giving them more options. Then compared to Alert's team, quadruple IS4, 4 IS4s, a little bit more uniform in the approach. There are advantages to that. That being said, there are advantages to taking similar tanks, same movement speed, DPM. It's easier to work as a unit. Sometimes you miss out on maximizing certain positions. The IS4, very versatile nonetheless. Sapipiu, Leonvik, and Alstrub, there were 2 E3s and an E4. E4, an interesting choice. Don't really see a lot of that one on this map or in general in Clan Wars. So interesting to see how that one pans out for the boys from Alert. Oh no! Oh no! We've got the we've got the win logo. We're not playing. Goodbye, win logo. Thanks for coming. And we're in. Elements, red team, north spawn. Alert, blue team, south spawn. No light tanks, no medium tanks on the field. This battle is all about damage and dominance. Certainly we won't see any crazy sneaky plays. Take a look at the mini-map. Elements red fanning out. Alert blue being more compact. Although it looks like Alert are going to push into B first. It's going to be Favor who's going to come up against the IS4. I'm going to have to message that guy when we're done. Find out how to pronounce it. Favor CZ, former R2K player, but having actually a lot of, I believe he plays a lot of Clan Wars with Argo. Great to see him working for the Elements team now. Oh, but he's in trouble. He's got the E3 up to his right, the IS4 there, Brown Crab, and the IS4 to his left. He is backed up by Demon Lord and Orca there, the Foch 155 and the IS4. Good bounces, the hull down position being worked brilliantly by him. He is getting the bounces that he needs. And Elements, I Want Chocolate in the IS4 there, has capped out C, and they're doing what we thought they'd do. They're pulling back this E3. Satipiu punishing. The gun depression on this tank is phenomenal. You wouldn't expect it. Favor CZ, he's about to get pushed here. The IS4 looking for the kill. Favor potentially going to go down very early. Blood has been smelt. The IS4 wanting to push in, but Bobby Deus, great name, Bobby Deus in the mouse, coming in to lock down this flank, taking a bit of damage. Favor though, potentially going down. LVLG, no, doesn't have the angle. It's Sapipiu in the E3 to take down Favor. Gun advantage now to Elements, to Alert, sorry. Elements, though, they had a cap lead, but they've lost it. When you take down a tank, you lose points, you gain points, and the enemy loses points. And hit points in the favor of Alert, cap points in the favor of Alert, guns in the favor of Alert. Alert, advantages stacking in their favor. Alert also with more of the map under their control. Arguably, they'll almost be able to get A. They just need to force the Demon Lord and Orca. Demon Lord and Orca off here. Gone. I Want Chocolate, Bobby Deus. Lego starting to take some damage now. The 268 working the fields of fire, but there's some great hull down positions, particularly for Sapipiu in the E3, and he's got the soft cover there as well. And he should be, in theory, able to outtrade Lego in the 268. And gone, bleeding huge chunks of hit points there. That must have been, it was Leonvik Leonvik. Yeah, Leonvik with great crossfire into the side of these heavy tanks. Looks like Lego in the 268's flexing round. Leonvik blind firing. Brown Crab here defending B. IS-4 also defending B. Lots of good angles being worked by Alert. Demon Lord 04 and Orca not really being terribly effective on this flank. LVLG, one tank keeping two busy, and Elements already a gun down, but there is a push coming. It's I1 Chocolate trying to go around, but he wasn't expecting to see the IS-4 there. They're getting some damage into Alstrop, but I1 Chocolate, he's getting caught off guard, and there's another one, Leonvik, up against Garn and Lego. Leonvik going for the 268, turning him into a one-shot. Ultra Instinct finishing him off, but Garn taking down Leonvik, and now Garn is an easy kill for Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct just needs to get on the side. He's got a deep hit point pool. He does it. And they're going Elements in the B area now, but it's the guns. They're two guns behind. They're almost half the hit points of Alert. Alert gonna shore this one up, but Bobby Day is taking down Alstrop. The positioning here of Elements, not ideal. I1 Chocolate going down to this IS-4. Potentially no. Super low HE roll. Orca needs to get the shot in. Great block by Ultra Instinct. Ram kill by Brown Crab. Ultra Instinct taking down I1 Chocolate. Ultra Instinct. Brilliant team play there. Keeping the other IS-4 in the fight. Taking down another tank. Orca, nothing he can do. Sapipiu in the E3. Picking up the final kill. Very convincing victory there. To Alert, and that is going to be yeah, I'll take the friend request. That is going to be a strong game by them. The IS-4 E3s, the Leonvik in the IS-E4 did get caught out by the push but went down swinging, and that was a very important move for Alert. So we're back onto Fort Despair. So yeah, we saw Alert's really good control of the B area using the E3s. Elements playing the C cap, but not trading effectively. They lost their IS-7 favor CZ early on the ramp near B. That was quite tricky for them. And obviously not something that they were looking for, but there we go. We've got. I will get the Elements thing on the screen. There we go. So help me God, it will happen. I like a challenge. All right. That's not important though. What is important is how Elements can bounce back from that defeat to Alert. Alert, good trading early on, good control of the center of the map. Brilliant play by LVLG. One man keeping two tanks busy. And great to see you. Happy Kiwi as always. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for keeping the comment section alive and kicking. And we're ready. Lineups. Pretty standard. The 183 though. Oh, we've done the transition too early. Nice doors anyway. We tried. There we go. Yeah, this is very interesting because pretty standard lineup here by Elements. Some IS-4s, 268, E3, 113. Nothing to write home about. And then Alert in the blue team. You know, casual 183, Brown Crab, just chucking that in there. I haven't seen the 183 used on this map yet, but if they can get that in the right position, he is going to have a field day lighting up Element tanks. Bobby Dace, what a great name there. Elements player here. Elements red, South Spawn, splitting the forces, playing passive it seems on C, sending Orca, Twister camo from back in 2016, I think it was there. The first Twister one. Lego taking some damage early on. Looks like a heavy tanks average alpha roll there going into him. Sapipiu for alert in the IS-4, capping C. Orca elements. Whoa, that's a 183 shot right there. Brown Crab's fired. He was aiming at Favor CZ. Didn't connect. Favor thanking his lucky stars for that, because that could have been a lot of damage taken off very early. We've got Gun and I Want Chocolate, W1N. They're pushing out wide. And they're gonna get spotted up by the IS-4 here. LVLG to connect with I Want Chocolate. Big hit. I Want Chocolate in trouble. Garn is gonna have to really help him stay alive. Bumping him when he's lining up the shot, not ideal. Garn and I Want Chocolate out of position, in a bit of a difficult situation here. Too many guns ahead of them. They pushed without proper knowledge, and now this means that Alert are going to be able to take these guys out quite quickly. Favor getting sucked in, but I don't think that's the right call, because he's just going to end up in trouble as well. Walker in the E3 to back them up, and Demon Lord Bobby Day is pushing in. Garn's down. I Want Chocolate going to go down next as well. No bounces. The IS-4. Leonvik. Okay, it's a gun apiece. Hit points in the favor of Alert, though, by about 2k. Lego in the 268 coming around on the flank. Ultra Instinct responding. We've got a good fire base for Alert here. 5 tanks. But Sepipiu all on his own. He's teeing up against Demon Lord IS-4 and IS-4. That is a duel. Whoever comes out of that could really swing it back in the favor of their team. Elements, though, doing a great job of returning the gun advantage, the hit point advantage in their favor. And I've just spoken and 2 of them have died. Yeah, so there goes that analysis. Hit point still neck and neck, but there's 2 guns in the favor of Alert. Alert, such a brilliant patient strategy. Elements pushing in without proper knowledge of the Alert tank positions. Brown Crab finishing off Orca. 3 on 4. Hit points neck and neck. Demon Lord and Sapipiu. Sapipiu can do it. He does it. Key move there. And LVLG goes down to Orca. 3 on 2. Orca getting one from Bex there. Ultra Instinct finishing off Bobadeus. Ultra Instinct now in the 113, rotating. Gets a hit from Orca in the E3. The E3 versus 3 heavy tanks. Nothing a turretless TD can really do in this situation. The mobility and the angles of fire guaranteeing defeat. And Alert seal the deal. 2-0 versus Elements, and this is this is very concerning for Elements indeed. They desperately need to start putting some victories on the board. Once again, Alert being dominant in the damage dealt arena. Elements overconfident in the push on the outside flank there. I Want Chocolate and Garn getting caught horribly out of position. LVLG in the 268 and the other tanks there lying in wait in ambush, knocking them out in quick succession. And now let's see, we shall return the win logo. We shall return the win logo to the 4. Don't know what the next. Oh, we've got another thing to open. That's good. Excellent. Sorry, I was caught a little bit off guard there. I didn't realize I would be streaming that much. I'm sure Wargaming did tell me. I just wasn't paying enough attention to the group chat. We've got some time. We've still got some time before the next match starts. Let's double check how much time we've got. Who is next? When are you boys playing next? In 10 minutes. Alright, we're going to play a random game. We're going to do it. We're not going to do tier 10. Tier 10 is scary on PC controls. We're going to do... well, the Halloween tanks have been announced, so why not jump in a Dracula, remind ourselves how OP this thing is, and then contemplate how OP the next round of Halloween tanks will be. Certainly, if they're anything like the Dracula and the Helsing, you want them. You would want them in your garage, you know, if they're that good. get some tunes going. Let's start. Okay. We're low tier. There's only 2 tier 7s, 5 tier 8s. Don't recognize anyone on the field. Our team's going to the city. The enemy team will spot me up here. No, don't do it. RU, we need to run away very quickly. Maybe not. Okay. Strategic patience. Yes, RU, good call. Let's go. Let's roll. Rolling swarm, rolling in the Dracula. Oh, we've lost a tank. Oh, we've lost the new premium tank from our team. Nope. So much concentration happening right now. Decided I don't really want to face the TDs head on, knowing that their alpha better than my alpha. Go on, you want to poke? You know you want to poke. Go on, go on, go on. Oh, a bit more, bit more, bit more. Ah, nope, bad, 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 bad. Too much poking. The other TDs here are dead. Nuts. I knew it. I knew he was there. Okay, I've realized that my ability on PC controls do not extend to driving something as fast as the Dracula. And that was a terrible mistake on my part. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Oh, the Dracula's so OP. Let me just jump in and show you how good it is. Oh, did less than 1,000 damage. Good one. Alright. 5 minutes before the invites come out. Let's play another game. In another OP tank. A slower one, though. A much slower tank. And just see, you know. Also, I've turned the DPI. I've got to remember to turn the DPI settings down on my mouse. Having fast DPI is good for controlling the stream. Absolutely atrocious if you have to aim at moving targets. You end up going absolutely all over the shop, which is a complete disaster. So again, we're low tier, but that's fair. Although the enemy's got a Helsing, that's certainly my least favorite looking tank on the enemy team. Although the T26E4 could be a bit of a troublesome thing for us to deal with. Tiger 1 in the Gamescom camouflage. Someone's an experienced player. I'm going to try and exploit... I haven't played the Lupus in quite a while. I'm going to try and exploit the gun depression of this without getting absolutely hammered by a TD. Their IS-5 has just done what I really hoped he wouldn't do. No, I have gun depression, but I don't have that much gun depression. And I don't want to overexpose J-Panther 2s. Okay, the team's being bold. We're not doing very well at all. Someone fire me. Aha. Well, I'm just going to switch up to APCR really at this point, you know? I wasn't even really needed in this fight, you know? Noob team, yeah, probably me. For being honest. The worst thing is these stats are getting recorded on me. This Panther. Good lord. This highlights reel for all of the wrong reasons. Yes, thank you, SU. Right, let's try and do some damage. Finally, something connects. Alright, we'll let the Dracula run away. Go on, you know you want to reverse it a little bit more. Wow, I am playing like a complete spanner. Although I've got a HE shot in the chamber. Rolling for the carry. Rolling for a ram kill. No, that was so close. I hang my head in shame. Don't let me play these tanks on touch ever again. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. Team player. Effective player. Worthy opponent. Gabby 63. The invite is 1 minute away. Thank God I don't have to play another random battle on PC. Also, taking this opportunity to reiterate that I have been awake now for 38 hours? Yeah, 38 hours. I've been awake now for 38 hours. This is my third stream in that time. And I've also been to work twice. I've done 20 hours of work, 3 live streams, not slept. I walked the dog twice too. It's pretty cool. Alright. No, I missed the invite. No, I don't want to... I've got premium for days. 281 days to be precise. Don't need any more. Alright. Let's pretend that we didn't drive Tier 7 just now. Pretend that didn't happen. Oh no. Support the boys from the north with the E100 in the Winter Celebrations 2017 camo. What a beauty that is. Tournament room. We're ready. Win versus Abuse. Win 2-0 at the moment. Going 2-0 against some pretty tricky competition. Abuse. Well, actually we need to go and see how they're doing through this screen. We'll also get the full lay of the land here. Yes, Alert, Win, and Imor leading the table. 2 points all. LXN as well, actually, apologies. Abuse, being abused. Losing 2-1 to Alert, losing 2-0 to Imor. Nothing too upsetting there. 3 minutes to go. First map, Canyon. Here is one I prepared earlier. Canyon, a wonderful map for Clan Wars. And it's certainly on Supremacy. It just offers something that is quite unique in some respects. The B cap here, control of the middle of the map. When this map was first released, it was a relatively novel configuration, having to control the middle of the map in such a manner. Certainly whoever can do the business there, lock down the B cap, get spots out, it puts their team in quite a big advantage And though you do often see strong pushes into C, C being the slightly more obscured cap, and slightly further away from the other two, A and B a bit closer together. A difficult to get to from the red spawn, a little bit easier to get to from the green spawn. The north spawn favoring C in terms of speed and ease of approach. The green spawn favoring A. We're going to see Win starting off up top. North spawn, no surprises here. They're going for the mobility. They're going for the double bat chats. It's Varma and Killer from north jumping in there. And they should be able to do some wonderful things between them. The rest of the lineup, very standard. Some heavies and a 268. That seems to be the sort of the dominant meta at the moment. The dominant meta on the European server for the time being on a lot of maps. Abuse rocking the Chieftain Mark 6, British premium heavy tank. It's a bit similar to an E5, but the damage number is much higher. The DPM, if you check out the Blitz Stars tank compare. The Chieftain on paper looks a lot better, but a lot of purists and diehards would say that the E5 is still the way to go on the Clan Wars, the esports scene. They're rocking a Batchat, a single Batchat though, lots of Russian heavies and a 268. I promise that they're not listening to me. It seems that Muir299 is switching the Chieftain to the E5. I think that's a good choice personally. Certainly we saw Thomas from Legion Clan really struggle to use the Chieftain effectively. And the mouse here, the mouse tributes potentially being a bit of a bad call. It's much slower than the rest of the tanks in the lineup. And I'm not really sure where it's going to be effective. Probably C. And that's gonna and Win will probably expect the mouse to go to C as well, and that will telegraph very early on Abuse's intentions for the map, and Win will be able to respond and react accordingly, potentially giving them a little bit of an edge in terms of making their move faster than the opponent. Getting the logo back up there. And this is Mez296, Batchat 25T Musketeer. So, Abuse, red team, north spawn. Win, blue team, south spawn. Lots of premium camouflages on the go here. Great job, Abuse. I love me a good tier 10 camo. And Abuse, their Batchat 25T, Mez296, dropping the hammer. Varma and Mez spotting one another. No one else really coming up. And it looks like Win are pulling off the C-cap. Trading Sweet Devil, getting a sweet hammering there. TST Jasker poking, getting a bit of splash damage. Sweet Devil in the IS-4. Off wide, it's cap lead in the favor of Win. They got A before Abuse were able to cap C. That gives them the advantage. Sweet Devil in a very difficult position. He's spotted, and that is going to be TST Jasker getting the spots in. Sweet Devil still able to get effective fields of fire. The E5 playing B. A very interesting showdown here. The E5's got better gun depression, but the IS-7 is really strong in that hull down position. And there's a push. We're seeing a push here by Win. They're bullying Abuse. Oliver, Varma, and Rambo from north looking to focus down Matilda. They smelt the blood in the water. They saw the isolated tank. BTHF going toe-to-toe, but it's a Rambo from north and 268 to pick up the kill. That's a gun advantage, but Varm's gone down in the Batchat. Win now. Ooh, good rotation by Abuse. TST Jasker is gonna go down. Sweet Devil gonna get some revenge for the shots that were coming in on him early on. No, Muir299 and the E5 takes him down, but Lazari returns a favor. WZ113 Lazari taking him down. And Win well, hit points, neck and neck. Cap points, cap control, win with the advantage. They're going to stay ahead. 5 guns on the table apiece. Abuse have lost the IS-4 and the E5. Win have lost one of their 2 Batchats, and TST Jaska the IS-7. Abuse have slightly more map control. Win stuck in a pocket over C. The Batchat 2520, the Mez could cap B here, and that would be a brilliant, yes, great move. He could do it. Look at this. He's going to get the spots on BTHF as well. They know where they are, but there's another push coming. He's forgotten B, and there we go. Engineer goes down. Oliver focusing the Hemsteer, the mouse. They need to ignore him. They need to focus on the easy kills. Sweet Devil coming in on BTHF and Killer from North. Rambo from North finished off there. It's 4 on 4. The hit points in the favor of Abuse. Win potentially slipping up a little bit here. And this, I said, I don't understand when the mouse is going to be useful, how the mouse is going to be useful. This is it. This is how the mouse is useful. He's doing a great job here in the late game phases of bullying these other heavy tanks. And Mez getting pushed on now by Lazarai. Mez going to be on the long reload. He's gotten tracked. Oh, good play here. Oliver goes down to the Hemsteer. It's 4 on 2. Abuse looking to take the first match against Win. Killer from North knocking down Sweet Devil. I think Win underestimated their opponents here. Abuse 3 in the chamber, chasing down Rambo from North. Rambo from North on the long reload. And Lazarai goes down to hardcore 30 FPS. And Mez to finish off Rambo from North. No! There we go. Good night Win, game 1. Abuse looking strong. Win, not really sure what happened there. Mez having a great game. Loads of caps, loads of victory points. Really solid performance there by Abuse. Win needing to bounce back. If they lose this one, they've lost the point, and that would be a bit of a... It'll keep Elements, Immor, and Alert happy, but it will be a bit concerning for Win. They had such a good start for this evening. Maybe the little pause between matches threw off their momentum, their mojo. Hard to say. The Hemsteer back in the mouse. I'm not going to say anything disparaging about that tank choice. It's clearly a piece of strategic brilliance and definitely has a lot of utility on, on Canyon. They know what they're doing with it. Obviously, that tank was quite important in the late game phases. Also taking the E5, hardcore in the 268. Same lineup here from Abuse. Win shaking up the roster a little bit, dropping the double Batchats, going with a double E50M. Bold call, Legion rocking double Leopards on this map to brutal effect. But Win are not quite at the level of Legion just yet. However, they might disagree with that statement. Yeah, the E50Ms here. This could be a good move by Win. These could be the ones to watch. They're a lot more durable than the Batchats, and they will catch the more mobile elements of Abuse off guard. And certainly the laser-like accuracy of the E50M's gun, combined with its strong hull down ability, side-scraping. This could be the start of something good for the E50M in Clan War metas, as people start exploring new options. New options open up based on those, and so we have the evolution of strategies and metas continuing on indefinitely, counters and counter-counters, so on and so forth. Mez 296, high damage dealer for Abuse in the last game. Good cap control, map awareness by the Abuse team in general. Mez now pushing out towards A. Abuse, red team, south spawn, looking like they're fanning out across all 3 caps. We're going to see the E5 here. Mura 299 pushing out towards B. Win. Well, they're sending the Batchat to C. He might get spotted by Sweet Devil. He's potentially going to have to flex away here. Muir, ooh, The Batchat from Abuse getting punished. Killer from North. Ooh. Push is coming, but he's facing the right way to run away. Does he have a speed boost in the tank? No, he doesn't. Two caps in the favor. Oh, he dodges both shots. Lucky, lucky man, Kira. Lucky, lucky man indeed. Two caps. Although now the C cap's getting stopped, but that's going to put a good, healthy advantage on the cap points for Win. Killer from North cutting the corner here, looking potentially to clip out the E5 from the back, but he's been spotted. He's decided he doesn't care. He's pushing in anyway. The E5 now aware of him. All bounces, takes one. He's pushing, he's escaping, he's going past BTHF. The E5's in trouble, calling for help. The heavy tanks here, backed up by Rambo from North in the E50M, TSC Jasker in the E50M. They take down the Matilda in the IS-4. Hardcore FPS in the 268 struggling here. Win back on form, it seems, working much more effectively. The IS-7 here, he could get caught out from multiple angles if he doesn't get support, but we're seeing a counter push. The Sweet Devil in the IS-4 leading the charge, taking one, and Hemsteer coming in. They need to barrel around this corner. They need to use the momentum. The 268's going to come up and try and set up a good shot, potentially looking to get the side of TST Jasker. They're splitting the DPM potential. TST Jasker bouncing their Hardcore, losing the DPM advantage. The Sweet Devil chasing TST Jasker. TST Jasker getting focused, but Engineer, Sweet Devil, the E5 all very low. Abuse down. They're about 5k HP behind. 2 guns down. 1 gun down as Killer from North goes down. Brawl breaking down here in the bottom right-hand corner. Guns in the favor of Win. Varma's at a disadvantage. He's 1-on-2 over there, but it doesn't matter because Win are going to knock down Hardcore FPS, 30 FPS. And so Hardcore's going to go down. Varma's gone down. It's 4-on-3, but Hardcore goes down. The Batchat 25T, effectively a 2-shot. The E5, a very low roll 1-shot. And it's 4 tanks, BTHF in the IS-4. Super healthy. Lazarai in the 113, also healthy. Look at this. Rambo from North staying safe, sniping from the backfield. Oliver moving up in the second row. Lazarai and BTHF pincering round here. Lazarai potentially going to pick up the kill. No. Bounces Muir. He's got the reload on the E5 potentially in terms of DPM. Oh no, it's very similar indeed. But he's got the depth of hit pool. He can take the hit. Doesn't connect on his next shot. Getting another bounce there from BTHF. The E5 doing a good job of making his hit points go the distance. Lazarai finishing him. Mez coming down the hill, trying to get out. Mez picking up the kill, but BTHF finishing Mez. Great play by Win. Really interesting use of the E50Ms and very bold move by Killer from North early on in the Batchat to cap out a game of brinksmanship there. Killer from North picking up, pulling the tanks out of position. Killer from North in the Diamond League. Jammy bugger. Tied 1 apiece. I think if Win are able to win this one, this will put them quite firmly at the top of the group and with a very good shot at making the top 2 of the 7 that are in Group 2. Next map, Vineyards. Let's see, Vineyards. And voila. I do apologize. I believe this is the old mini-map for Vineyards. I'm not sure though, but I think the lighting on the new one is slightly different. Great to see so many people tuning into the stream. A big shout out to Winter War, the other Finnish clan that I know of. I'm sure there's many, many more, but Winter War and who is next Win, the big boys for the Finnish nation when it comes to Blitz esports. Great to have you guys watching on the stream. We've come a long way from the BPL. So, Vineyards compositions. Win deciding that actually the E50M was a really good idea and they should do it more often. Rambo from North, TST Jasker in those tanks. Killer from North back in his Batchat, backed up by double IS4, W1N 3s. Abuse also keeping Mez and Muir in the same tanks, just dropping the mouse, really. The Hems is now in an IS-4, but the other guy is pretty much in very similar tank choices. Interesting that. Maybe these guys do have tanks which they perform significantly better in, even in Clan Wars. Boom. Perfect timing. Beautiful logo there. WIN getting their own custom logo in, I believe, for making the top 8 of the Professionals tournament in the run-up before the Seattle Mobile Masters earlier in 2018. Let's jump across the boys in blue. Almost all the boys in blue, but Killer from North here, Professional Blue Camouflage, dropping the speed boost. He's going for B. It looks like the W50Ms are going to secure the corner up in the Ruined City. Killer from North getting deep into cover, safe as houses, safe behind houses. He's going to cap. Ooh, who's going to get A and B first? It's going to be Fractional. Aha, the red team get A first. They have a technical lead. Double 113s, double IS4s, pushing up sneakily here. WIN potentially stacking a big push, and there's a mismatch on the field. Engineer Matilda, the Hemster, these heavy tanks off to the right, but there's no one there. There's a push coming from WIN. As soon as they see the gun advantage in their favor, they are going to come down like a ton of bricks on the Buse, and the C-cap started. This should trigger the push from WIN. Are they awake? Are they going to push in? Certainly, it looks like they are. Lazarai revving the engine. Sweet Devil getting a bounce there. Who's the focus? Abuse with 2 caps. Sweet Devil. Sweet Devil is the target. He's over 1,000 HP. Great focus fire. Target priority. Nearest and dearest. TST Jaska moving on to the next one. Getting stuck into the E5. Lazarai bouncing Engineer there off to his right. Abuse in trouble. They're a gun down. They're losing hit points. The discipline and experience of WIN coming to the fore here. The stacked push, the tanks here catching, and now it is the Object 268 hardcore FPS, hardcore 30 FPS having to run away. I think he needs to turn around and get a shot off. He's got 600 alpha that could make the difference, but now he's tracked and he's going down. TST Jaska to finish him off. No, low roll. Hardcore FPS with 1 shot. BTHF to pick up the kill. The Hemster out of position. Finally, the first gun of WIN goes down. Killer from North looking quite low, but it's surely all over. It is 6 guns onto 3. WIN with the mobility, with the field position here. Great push coming through. They've knocked down the last of the guns over there. It's now the Engineer and the Hemster hanging on for dear life here. Surrounded. Looks like the Hemster is trying to angle up to BTHF. BT with the kill. No, gets a bounce. Killer from North picking up the last kill, and that is victory. Good game to WIN. Beating Abuse 2-1, coming back against Alert from 1-0 down to win the series 2-1, and also coming down 1-0 down against Abuse to win the series 2-1. Maybe playing with their food, or maybe just enjoying the pressure that they can put on themselves from time to time. Brilliant play by WIN. Great performance by the Finnish lads. That makes me happy. As I said before, I'm trying to remain neutral, but I do have a fan favorite. If there were fan banners for this, I would have WIN's fan banner. The E50Ms, great game there. Really nice to see the E50M being used and being used effectively in Blitz esports. It's nice. Variety is the spice of life, and certainly the more different tanks we can get in the more different maps, the more exciting and dynamic and unpredictable the gameplay is going to be for us as viewers. So many messages. I do try and check all the messages when the stream is closed, but sometimes time is a limiting factor. Let's see what's happening now. We've had halfway through the group stage. Certainly Group 1 will have played 50% of their matches. Group 2, potentially some teams playing more than 50% of their matches. But let's see. Top Echelon Championship chart. Baton going 3. Oh, going 4. They're going to get 4 points. Oh, no. No. 3-1 they are so far. They beat Pat, H1Z1, and Live, but lost out to Hapki. Hapki being the #1 seed to many people that are following the esports scene in Blitz a little bit close, well, quite closely, probably more closely than others. RZ, I can smell tomatoes. Good name, good name. Dispatching Kraken, Tesher, Pat, and now tied up with H1Z1. These boys new to the scene, upsetting some of the old school, the big names, the people that have been playing the game for a number of years will recognize, with not just a little bit of intrepidation. Live also having a good evening, only losing out to Baton in the last match, but also beating Tesher, Pat, Polish Armored Tomatoes there. Great stats, really strong players, not finding their stride, it seems, at all. Losing all 4 of their matchups 2-0. What a shame we don't have a live streamer covering those, because that could be that would be very interesting to see what the story is there. 8 defeats back-to-back. Will Pat even show up tomorrow? That's the question. And they've got Tesher, Hapki, and H1Z1. All teams to be very cautious of. Looks like Kraken and Hapki are gone 2 for 2. Yeah, Kraken beating Hapki, beating Pat, but losing to Tesher, losing to RZ. Hapki here, 2 for 2. Starting week, losing to H1Z1, losing to Kraken, but beating Baton, current top of the table. And Tesher, Spanish clan, getting 1 victory on Kraken, but losing to Hapki, RZ, and Live. Lots of crossover here, people beating other people, losing to others. We've gone full rock, paper, scissors. But some strong teams are emerging, and some teams potentially are out of the running for the top 2 slots, progressing through to the next stage, well, the final stage, the double eliminations group of 4. Top 2 from group 1, top 2 from group 2 go through to that. Certainly from group 2, Win looking very comfortable here with 3 points in the bag, 3 games left to play, but versus Imor could be crucial. They'll be confident to pick up a win against Pax, I'm sure, but Elements, well, Elements beating Pax, but struggling, losing to Alert and losing to LXN. Both of those teams, I believe, if memory serves me correctly, I've been awake for a long time, I don't know if I mentioned that. Yeah, those being teams that Win has beaten, but remember it's best of 3. As I said before, the maps that come up in each game can be a large determining factor. Best of 3 really puts a lot of emphasis on the map that you're playing. If it's a good map, good for you, you can probably lock in the win. If it's a bad map, you don't really have an opportunity to come back and try and prove yourself on another one, unless you manage to sneak 1 victory in somewhere on the first map. So still everything to play for. It looks like it's going to be LXN, Imor, Alert, and Win in the running. Elements, I mean, if they pick up 3 victories tomorrow and the other teams lose to some crucial opponents, they could still go through, but it's looking a bit ropey for them. Abuse and Pax, the whipping boys of day 1. Pax losing all 4 matches, like Pat, Polish Armored Tomatoes. And Abuse also, I think Abuse only played 3 games though, losing to Alert, Imor, and Win. All very strong clans, so still everything all to play for. We're coming in for day 2 tomorrow. It's great. We don't have to hang around. There's no downtime here in the top echelon championship. Day 2 is going to see the end of the group stage. We're going to play the last 4 matches up there, and we'll then know after tomorrow evening, starting the same time, 8 p.m. CEST, Central European Summertime. We will then know who our top 2 from each group are, and they will go through to a group of 4 double eliminations, best of 3 final series on Saturday, and all of those games will play on Saturday evening, and we will have our top echelon championship champion of Sunday evening, sorry, and we will have our top echelon championship champion by the end of the evening, Sunday, 7th October. So huge thank you to all for tuning in. Really great to see people following this tournament as well as the Twister Onlines. Certainly these guys could be going to Minsk. There's nothing to say that they can't, only how well they can perform against their opponents. Friend requests for days, love them. So huge thank you again to you all. I'm going to leave. Let's see, the stream's been running now for about an hour and a half. I'm just going to leave some music on in the background for the next 5 minutes. So anyone who is farming those coins can maybe get a little bit more. And I'd like to think I've helped you open a crate or two. So thank you so much, as always. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow evening for more tank on tank action. Bye for now.